Welcome back to the Notary Podcast hosted by me, Daniel C. Lewis. And today you're not going to want to miss this one because I'm going to be talking directly to the newly commissioned notary. That's right, the newly commissioned notary that wants to go from commissioned notary to confident business owner or notary entrepreneur. You're not going to want to miss this one. Cue the music. Welcome back to the Notary Podcast hosted by me, Daniel C. Lewis. And if you like this podcast, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. That really goes a long way with us. Today, I'm talking directly to the newly commissioned notary. That's right, the newly commissioned notary. This week, I've been working with a young man that just got his commission and wants to become a notary entrepreneur. And from that lesson for me, because it's a growth period for me, I've learned so much because he's a millennial. And of course, I've been in the business for over 23 years. So now I've been working with him all week, and just by working with him, I wrote down some tips for all you brand new commissioned notaries on how you can go from commissioned notary to confident business owner or notary entrepreneur. So let's get right into it. In fact, it's 10 tips that I'm going to give you today. So let's get right into it. First of all, you got to shift your mindset. You're not just a notary, you are now a business owner. And what that means is you must start thinking about marketing. You must be thinking about setting up systems for yourself. You must think about the customer experience from the other side. Think about the customer side of things, the customer experience, how you can improve that experience. And you must be always thinking about how you can stay compliant with your state guidelines. So the first thing is changing your mindset. Tip 2, learn your state laws inside and out. That's right. You need to have your state handbook, your state notary handbook with you at all times, learning the state laws. Some states require you to have educational requirements to learn the handbook, but even if your state doesn't, learn your state laws backward and forward. For example, Indiana notaries cannot give legal advice. California notaries, there are specific journal and thumbprint requirements. Virginia notaries, they have remote online notarizations with its own rules. So learn your state laws backward and forward. That's tip 2. Tip 3. Now, this is something that I changed my philosophy about when new notaries come into the business. So here's tip 3. Don't try to do everything at once. Once again, don't try to do everything at once. You want to start with getting a basic foundation in the area you want to start in. Do you want to become a loan signing agent? Do you want to become an apostille specialist? Do you want to become a wedding officiant? Do you want to become an I-9 verifier? Do you want to become a process server? Do you want to do field inspections? I would highly recommend when you first start off, you learn and get a nice foundation in one area for at least 90 days to 6 months. Get a very good foundation on that and then move forward from that. Start slow. Start with, and this is what I always recommend, start with general notary work. Then build local relationships. Learn proper procedures on whatever field you're starting in. And then perfect your customer service. This will help you build your business and build a strong foundation. Tip 4. And this is going to be very important for the newly commissioned notary that wants to become a confident business owner or notary entrepreneur. Market every day. When you first start off, you may not have a lot of assignments coming in. So what you have to do in your first 90 days of the business, you want to spend at least 16 hours a day. That's what I recommend, 16 hours a day, marketing your business. That means doing social media, building relationships with local businesses, posting on social media 3 times per week, creating Google business profiles, attending local networking events, reaching out to title companies, reaching out to lawyers, reaching out to financial advisors, reaching out to people that use notaries. So you want to be marketing. Set your time up. It could be from 9 to 5, 9 to 8. Set up your time to market your business each and every week. That's your job for the first 90 days when you first get your commission. Tip 5, and this is very important, especially when you're starting your new notary business. Track your income and expenses from day one. Yes, when you buy clips, when you go to events, you're tracking your mileage, you're tracking your supplies, and you're tracking your training costs. Track. What you track is what you're going to expand on. That's going to be so helpful when you're a notary 6 months from now, doing events, doing assignments. Track your expenses. So get into the habit of tracking your expenses and keeping those receipts. Tip 6, invest in your education, not just equipment. I always have a saying in this business: you're the biggest asset in this business. Your time is your biggest commodity. Track your education. If you're going to be doing general notary work, take a course and get some type of certification on general notary work, what the procedures are. If you're going to do apostilles, take a course, get certified on that. Invest in your education. Invest in ethics training. I highly recommend investing in ethics, in an ethics course. We also have, if you're doing any type of assignments that concerns assets, financial or real estate, I highly recommend taking an anti-money laundering course. I highly recommend taking it. We have Lewis Training Services on lewistraining.online has a terrific anti-money laundering course. No matter what state you're in, I highly recommend you take an anti-money laundering course, especially if you're dealing with real estate assignments, financial products, estate planning. Take an anti-money laundering course and get that certification in that. And make sure you know your state laws. Make sure you get some training on even marketing, how to market your course, or how to write a blog, how to do social media effectively. And then take some business development course. It doesn't have to be a notary course, but a business development course. These things will help you and pay dividends in the long run for you and your business. Tip number 7, build relationships, not just transactional relationships, but real, long-lasting relationships. Serve your customer well, do follow-ups, ask for reviews, and then send thank you messages. Really work on building a great professional relationship with people that use notaries. Tip number 8, and this is very important for all you newly commissioned notaries. Don't quit too soon. The first 90 days, you're going to be really ramping up your business, just like an airplane taking off. When an airplane takes off, it has to put all this energy on the takeoff, all this energy on getting that plane up in the air. But once it's in the air, it's smooth sailing. So make sure when you start your business, that first 90 days, you're spending a lot of time in marketing some more. And then after that, you should see the returns on your investment. So make sure you spend at least 90 days on marketing, getting yourself in the right mindset of being a business notary entrepreneur, and make sure you're doing the right thing. So in that 90 days, you're learning, you're testing, you're adjusting, you're developing your momentum, and then you're scaling. So make sure you don't quit too soon. Tip number 9, you're protecting your notary reputation like it is gold. You're protecting your reputation, and the way you do that is you make sure you're on time to each and every assignment. I have a saying in this business, it's better to be 15 minutes early than 1 minute late. Make sure you're punctual, you're protecting your reputation, you're dressed professionally, you're returning phone calls, you're answering your phones, you're following the state laws, you're never cutting corners. Make sure you're protecting your relationship like it is gold. Number 10, you're defining, and this is tip 10, you're defining what success means to you. And that could mean several things. When I mentor new notaries, I tell them they don't want to stop pushing. They don't want to stop putting pressure on themselves until they have at least that $1,000 day. That's right, that $1,000 day. That's what they want to push for. So many new notaries, especially millennials, they'll come in and they'll do a couple of assignments, 3 or 4 assignments, make a couple $100, and say, okay, I'm done for the day. My suggestion is getting to the mentality where you're having back-to-back $1,000 days. You're taking enough assignments where you're having $1,000 days each and every day. So define what success means to you. And to me, I think when you're a new notary, you want to keep pushing until you start having these $1,000 days back to back. Find what success means to you. Now, let's summarize the 10 tips I just gave you to become from commission notary to a confident business entrepreneur, notary entrepreneur. The first tip, make sure you set your right mindset as a business owner. You set the right mindset, you set goals for yourself, you start thinking about marketing and such. Second tip, you learn what your state laws are inside and out. You need to know what those are inside and out. Tip number 3, start simple. Don't try to overwhelm yourself. Start in the first 90 days in one section. Is it a loan signing? Is it general notary work? I always recommend general notary work when you first start. Tip number 4, market every day. Every single day you want to do some type of marketing, social media, networking events. You want to market yourself each and every day. Tip number 5, track your income and expenses from day one. You want to start that habit of tracking your income, expenses, your mileage each and every day. Tip number 6, very important, invest in your education, not just equipment. You are the biggest asset in your business. Your time is your biggest commodity. Invest in yourself, in the education. Tip number 7, build relationships, not just transactional relationships. Build relationships. Send out cards, follow up, thank you notes. Definitely build those relationships and not just transactional relationships within your community with people that use notaries. Tip number 8, don't quit too soon. Don't quit the business too soon. The first 90 days might be your roughest 90 days in the business, marketing every day, building those relationships, but don't quit too soon. Tip number 9, protect your reputation like it's gold. What that means is being on time to assignments, communicating effectively, dressing well, returning phone calls and such. Build a great reputation for yourself and protect it like gold. And the last tip, of course, define what success means to you. What do you need to make in a day for it to be a successful day? Define what success means to you. And in closing, if you're just a newly commissioned notary and you're listening to this for the first time, just remember this. You didn't become a notary by accident. You saw an opportunity, you saw potential, and you saw something bigger. Begin slowly, learn constantly, serve ethically, and market consistently. I hope this was a great podcast for you. If you like this podcast, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We like doing this for you each and every week. Thank you for being here, and you're not going to want to miss the next podcast. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. See you next week.